Joe Frazier's in trouble. Because the Muhammad Ali Joe Frazier's going to meet is going to be better than the Muhammad Ali he met 3 years ago.
I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life like a champion. Muhammad Ali.
All right. What is up, everybody? I'm going to talk about something that I've noticed a lot. It's burnout. I kind of hit it a little bit on mentality, but I didn't dig enough into it. Burnout is any time that you either overindulge or get irritated with something and you just don't want to do it anymore. And it's not just you guys. I see this with my students, and I see this with fellow Smash players around my level, that they just don't want to play. And it could be from so many different things. I can literally sit here and list them all, but the top three, the biggest ones, are getting really janked online, not wanting to get better, and just getting tired of the game. And all of these things, if you do not want to take Smash competitively, it's not that big of a deal. But for most of my viewers, you guys are competitive. You guys want to get better. You guys want to improve. So specifically for video games or any like competitive video gaming in general, burnout is the absolute enemy. I would say negative mentalities and burnout are the scariest thing, especially in a competitive game. What are the symptoms? The biggest one is motivation, not wanting to get better, not wanting to play. And sometimes it's a little bit less obvious. Sometimes it's just not the willingness to improve, not having the mental state on, I should be improving on this, getting lazy in the game, being tired. Yeah, exactly, Panda. There are ways that we can combat it, and there are ways that we kind of shove it off to the side. We don't want to shove it off to the side. I don't know about you guys, but I want to deal with the issue. Number one thing for burnout is overindulgence. Think about it one or two ways, sort of like an all-you-can-eat buffet, right? It's not a challenge, but some people think it's a challenge. And so they're going to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. And what happens? They get stuffed. They get nauseously stuffed. They don't want to eat anymore. We need to get a little bit of food every day. So how do we find that perfect match of effort without blowing yourself out? I don't play Smash until I want to play Smash. I don't mean like, oh, well, I got to train. I mean like, I really want to play Smash. That's what we want to find. And this is what I do. When I wake up, I kind of assess immediately, do I want to play Smash today? And I know this sounds kind of stupid, like that's the first question you're going to ask yourself. But on top of, let's see, streaming for you guys, on top of coaching, on top of, like, there's so many things I do that is related to Smash. So there are some days that I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to play too much. I want to, practice movement, and I want to watch anime. I want to play something that's not Smash related. This is because I'm not PGR. It's goal for me, but I'm not pushing it too much. I'm more focused on making a better community, a better Smash community, and I'm focused on making content for you guys. Once tournaments come back, I'm probably going to put more of a focus, but right now, I'm not going to focus on online tournaments. And that's just a personal thing for me. So I know I don't have to play Smash for 4 to 5 hours a day. So the chat is telling me, well, it's not bored or anything like that, but it's the requirements. Yeah, the requirements are steep. What now you're doing is you're tunnel visioning. You're not looking at what's in front of you. You're looking at the end goal. Thinking of, oh, well, I'm only going to play to get PGR. That's kind of silly. Because before you get PGR'd, you got to get ranked in your region. Before you get ranked in your region, you got to do well at locals. Before you do well at locals, you got to understand your character. When someone tells me, I want to be ranked in your state, or PGR, or something, that means you are going to have to dedicate yourself, even when you feel like you don't want to play anymore. If I played a tournament, and I told myself, if I lose this tournament, I'm dropping Smash, that's silly. That's way too much negative pressure, and it's just, I'm not about it. The number one thing is knowing your limit. What is your stamina? What is your game stamina? And that's why, in the middle of the week, I stream stuff that is in Smash. And that is not because I hate the game. I love the game. I've spent 2,600 hours in Smash. And I spent a lot more in games prior. It's important to kind of understand, okay, well, I want to get better. How am I going to do this? without burning yourself out. Because if you were to play Smash 6 hours a day every day for a week, but you only played Smash that 1 week out of 8 weeks, you are going to progress slower than the person that literally plays 1 hour a day. You're going to. It's a fact. In the month of November and October, I went to every single local in my area. So I went to 4 locals every week and 1 local every weekend on top of any major tournament. Like I was literally tournament, come back. Tournament. Like I literally was like crazy. And around December, when I went to go visit my family, I'm like, you know what? I need a break. So I took a solid month off. And I had a minor tournament immediately after that. And that was one of the worst tournaments I've ever done. And I noticed it. I noticed that my fundamentals were just awful. I was moving like I was in quicksand. And it was just bad. It was just bad. It was not a good time. Consistency. That is why I play at minimum, an absolute minimum, 30 minutes a day. I have to be playing Smash 30 minutes, like controller in hand, Smash. And I know that's really much easier said than done. Just make it work. Even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's 5 minutes, if it's something. 5 is better than 0. Yes, it would be great if you could do like 2 hours every day, but let's be realistic. We all have lives. We all have we all want to do something different. Because let's say, for example, let's say Gryphon over here. He's over here and he's practicing 2 hours a day. And me and him are practicing together 2 hours a day. We're practicing. And then I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like playing anymore. He's kicking my ass all the time. I'm done. And I take a month break. He's still practicing. So what's going to happen is I'm going to play him again, and he's going to whoop up on me. Why? Because he's practicing that much longer. That's just how it works. Football players don't rest. Athletes don't rest. They continuously get better and find ways to get better. And sort of the third thing is sort of recognizing your burnout. I need to take a break. And it's not because I hate the person. It's not because I hate the character or the playstyle. It's just no longer fun for me, and now it becomes taxing. That is when I know I need a break. When I'm like, you know what? I'm using way too much mental fortitude on this to keep sort of like a straight face and not get into toxic mindsets. Because not toxic mindsets and toxic mentality are very related to burnout. And usually they're kind of like the segue into burnout. Because then you're like, you know what? I don't want to get better. Now, there are people in the chat, they've already said so, that they're kind of like, well, I don't want to get on Smash. I like my GSP too much. Or I get bored with my character or something like that. If you're getting bored of your character, then you shouldn't main that character. Like, I have played Roy for a very short amount of time, and I'm having a blast with this character. He's a lot of fun. He's crazy. And because of that, I want to learn more about him. But if I played a character like, let's say, I don't know, like Mario. Mario doesn't seem fun to me. For me, personally, it's not a character that I want to play. So if I forced myself, okay, I'm going to main Mario this week, I'm not going to put as much effort as I am with Roy. And it becomes more like me dragging my feet instead of getting it done. So let's say you're going through burnout right now. Let's say you're like, you know what, I need a break. What can you do? What I like to do, I like to learn stuff about Smash, even if it's not about my character. It can be something relevant or non-relevant. And what I would do is I would play insert game here, whatever you want. You can't stagnate. If you get to the point where you just cut off cold turkey, you don't want to improve, you just want to break from it, that's completely fine. However, when you come back, it is going to be harder. Mentality, I put myself when I'm like, you know what, I'm about to get burnt out. Let me take a break. Let me watch some Smash videos. Let me watch some tutorials on these characters I want to pick up. And so, if I don't physically want to play, I'm watching someone else play. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get there. I'm going to get that. You know what? Let me play. I want to try to do that. Bada bing, bada boom. I just got myself out of burning out. Gryphon's over there popping off.